Alex, share of the points, probably the right result?
Yeah, I think so. I think probably first half it was more us. I felt we had some really good opportunities, a couple of really good chances that we didn't take, a couple of great saves. I think we should have scored from the first corner that we had, and big chance for us, we didn't take it. And then second half we just struggled to get up the pitch, maybe just energy, just Tuesday night as well, the group of players. And then it was about making sure that we didn't lose. Obviously, you want to win, obviously, and we had little moments second half where we broke away, but we just couldn't get into our rhythm second half. And it's a tough place to come, big pitch. We had to work extremely hard today, but 3 clean sheets in a week, 2 tough away games, and to come away with 4 points from the last 2, especially away from home, you got to be happy with.
Just looked a little bit weary as the game got on.
Yeah, we did, and I just think that we just didn't get up the pitch enough, and second half we just couldn't get that, like I say, by rhythm. In terms of just first half, we kept the ball well, we moved the ball, we got into really good positions from being nice and high and aggressive, but just maybe second half just lacked that intensity. But we didn't keep the ball well enough second half. So if you give it back to them, it's going to keep coming, but as a defensive unit and as a team, worked extremely hard. And listen, like I say, this is a tough place to come. We're disappointed when we haven't won. You're hoping at the last minute there, the corner. You obviously you want to take that opportunity, but we in terms of this week away from home, we're pleased with the 2 results.
Big surprise in the team selection. Saxon Early coming in at left back. He had a magnificent game for you.
Yeah, with Sax, he's worked extremely hard to get to this point. And obviously with Butts, we've lost Butts for a little while, unfortunately, and he was just starting to get back to his best. So it's unfortunate from a tackle on Tuesday we've lost him. So it was a decision whether you move Lewis Freestone and bring obviously Pigeon, or you go with Sax. And I think that Sax just has played that position. We didn't want to upset that back 3 in terms of what we saw on Tuesday. So I think that it was for him. It was a really solid game. I think that he just started to tire at the end. He's been through a lot over the last however many years now, and today was a big day for him. But he showed to everyone what he can do, and we're delighted for him.
There was an awful lot of his play that reminded you of when he was last with the club.
Yeah, of course he doesn't change, does he? His aggression, he's the way he is. He doesn't shirk a tackle. He wants to drive forward with the ball. I thought first half we saw some real nice bits from him, but that was everyone first half. And then second half it was just we just couldn't get going. But when you're in that rhythm in terms of second half, you don't lose. You're resilient. You're that grit and determination that we have as a team. You stick to that, and we saw that they had a chance that they should score from, absolutely. They miss it, but I think that overall, like I said, that this week's been a difficult week in terms of travel, but we're happy with the last 2 for sure.
And with the injuries piling up, the last thing you want to see is another one added to that list. And Dan Kemp looked like he was struggling towards the end there.
Yeah, he's put in a lot of work. He's someone who works extremely hard for the team, and I think it was just a bit of cramp, I think, at the end there. So I think that, but I think sometimes when you're in that shape and you're in that, the team's in it. And I think making changes sometimes you just don't want to disrupt it too much because they're in it. Yes, you want to try and make positive, and we try to get 3 up front to get more pressure. He'll be fine. Absolutely, the injuries they do build up at this time of year, and we've just got to make sure we look after them. We've got a huge game on Tuesday now to look forward to, but the players will recover, and we'll make sure that we're ready for Tuesday.
I was going to say on to Tuesday, and it's going to be Walsall. It's going to be a tough game in the trophy, and something where obviously both sides are going to want to progress.
Yeah, it's amazing, like the group stages that obviously you maybe treat slightly differently. I think that, but we've always treated it as an important game, especially for the squad, and we've produced some brilliant performances in the Virtue. So we want that to continue. It's a tough draw for us because Walsall, I know the manager very well, and he'll want to get through. He'll want to you smell Wembley, don't you? That's what you smell in this cup, because where we are in this stage now and getting through was really important. We did that, but obviously we've got to make sure that we deal with Tuesday, because as a team we want to read winning. That's what we want to do, and that becomes a habit. But what we have got is brilliant foundations of a team to keep pushing, and we've got a squad that will be ready to go on Tuesday.